पंचसिद्ध्यो महत्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः सर्ववेदांत सिद्धांत गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविंदं परमानंदं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् दुर्लभं त्रयमेवैतत् दैवानुग्ररहेतुकम् मनुष्यत्वं मुमुक्षुत्वं महापुरुष संश्रयः ये दुर्लभ है तीनों चीज, मनुष्य का जन्म, मोक्षेच्छा, मुमुक्षु प्रबल मुमुक्षेच्छा और महापुरुष का शब्द इंग्लिश. It's very rare to have these three things. You can have that only if there is a grace flowing through you. What are they? To be born as a human being. As the Shastra says, Shubhair apnoti devatvam. Shubhaihi apnoti devatvam. Nishiddhaihi narakim tanu. Ubhabhyam papa punyabhyam manushatvam labhate. If one has performed only punya karmas predominantly, then daivatva, one gains to those bodies where there is a lot of sensual pleasure available. Then if nishiddhaihi, if one has done nishiddha karma, papa karmas, then narakim tanu, one gains a body in narakloka. Ubhabhyam papa punyabha. If there is a both papa and punyas, then you get manushya pure. The peculiar combination. And that's why in human birth you have both sukha and dukkha. You will not find anybody who, people think I have only dukkha in my life. But there is some sukha also, So it's a mixture. It's a rare. Now, mumukshutva, the status of being a mumukshu. How? It's an abstract noun, abstract word from mumuksha. Mumukshu and status of being mumukshu. Now, as the age advances, at different ages we have different desires, natural desires. Toddlers always have desire for play, toys and dolls and all. Once you go further, then games. Then right up to marriage. Wants to get married, wants money, wants sensual pleasures. These are all nature. And it is also natural tendency that you feel like cutting corners to fulfill this desire for money and power and pleasures. It is rare that I commit to dharma, that I will not cut corners. I will not compromise on the ethics, on the truthfulness. Whatever loss I may have to incur, I will bear that loss, no compromise. That's life of dharma. Commitment to duty is also rare. And people have some dharma here and there. But then, there is either out of fear of the society, what will people say if I don't do my dharma? That kind of fear. And it has to be done. Since we live in the society, we have to do this. We cannot do this. That kind of things. Not sheer out of love, not sheer out of commitment to that. Even some punya karmas, etc., they do, then they may have duty. Nowadays, there is another problem. Religious life is construed as dharmic. Life of dharma means life of kartabya, life of samanya dharma, vishesha dharma. Now, religious life is some prayer, some puja, some going to temple, some penance. Now, those fellows think that we need not do this. Some of them, they just keep compromising on the values and things like that. Still go to temple. And they think that I am a dharmic person, all my deeds or errors will be forgiven. Like church, seek forgiveness to Father, you are forgiven. That kind of thinking. In other words, that so-called religious life, bhakti, so-called bhakti, is used as a means for more artha, to give a booster dose to your pursuit of artha. That's all they want. So that is also common. In general, people are stuck only up to here. Dharma, when rare is beginning, birth is rare, then artha kama pursuits to grow out of it is rare. At least along with artha kama, religious life is rare. Most of them don't. All artha kamis don't go to temple and don't do puja and dhanam, etc. And then the really dharmic life is rare. Mokshecha is a rarest. It cannot be here when it is mumukshutvam, not one of the many desires that I want to know. Not one of the desires that I think we should study Gita. And not this modern mokshecha. Study of Gita makes life stress-free. This is modern Gita teacher. For stress-free life, for successful life, study Gita. Why? Yoga karma suppose. Become a yogi, you will be successful. All kinds of things available and they get carried away. No. Everything is subservient. My family, my children, my earning, my wife, my job, everything. Primarily, I want moksha. That in technical language, it is called purushartha nishchaya. Commitment to this. This is the thing I want. People have commitment to samsara. People have commitment to arthakama. People have commitment to parlok gamanam, whatever it may be. America gamanam. Parlok gamanam means now America gamanam, Canada gamanam, etc. Or buying a car, or I want Mercedes, or I'll buy the house, and I'll do that and that, etc. But then, commitment to moksha is a prime thing I want at the cost of everything else. As I said, there's jet airways, that kind of thing. I don't want anything. I want to just go. This calls for a lot of thinking. this calls for some Purva Janma Punya also. You need to think in what that you have to prepare your balance sheet. What did I get? And what will I get? And what did I lose? That basic thinking. When you analyze, hey, I've been running around and I never got that permanent peace, permanent happiness, permanent contentment. Never I got it. What am I doing? That questioning has to happen. That only will bring out Vairagya. Vairagya means withdrawal from the pursuits which I pursued all along. I looked upon them as decommitment. And now I realize it cannot be decommitment. It can be incidental thing required to survive, to do the business in life. That's it. Not the ultimate goal. How much do I need money? People can't give up. People, I see many at the age of 75, at the age of 80, they keep doing this. And there is nobody to run the business. The son tells that I don't want you. I want to do something. He's such a lazy guy. He wants to just live on father's efforts and father's earning. They are the only son. They have given money, there are houses, so many rents and shops and land. I sell and enjoy. Still they do. They just can't stop. Especially I have seen with the professionals in India and businessmen. It's really, I sometimes feel government is better. You are retired at 60, made to retire. They will give a maximum 4 or 5 years, some connection is there. Then you get some board directorship or some chairmanship, etc. Then go home. Professionals, lawyers, chartered accountants, doctors, never. They can't wind up. And all these nowadays, these rich guys, professionals are fairly rich. Their children are in US and Germany and Australia. Nobody is here. Still they keep toiling. Morning, evening, after dinner. What for? What for are you living life? You are battering this rarest of the red birth for what? Just like, and some ladies are in cooking and grunting. What for you waste time on this? Unnecessary. So that mokshecha, that I want this, it just clicks, which is the rarest of the rare thing to happen. Mumukshutvam. You guys are rare guys. People of your age look for some money and power and position and keep running. But think I want to study, it's a rare thing. Now, when one is a mumukshu, craving. Mumukshutva means there is a craving for moksha. That person is very gullible. It is a very dangerous state. Why? He or she doesn't want to employ the known means. Known means is pleasure. Known means is arthaka. Known means is dharma. But doesn't know what I want. There is a vicarious knowledge, indirect knowledge that there is some moksha. It is like those people, if you look at those Britishers and Europeans, they just started. Our classic example is Columbus. He just started to come to India. This Christian, the Spanish, and Portuguese kings divided the world. This side is yours, this side is mine. Portuguese said we have to go down eastern countries, spread the good news. They call it good news. That Jesus will come to save you. Jesus is to come to save you. And when the whole world accepts Jesus, then Jesus will come again. That is a promise. Some Good Friday, Jesus appeared after he was crucified. Next Friday, he visited some 36 or 39 places. It's a tour. Jesus met some people and said, I am coming, provided you convert everybody. I'm the Savior. So they are there to save us. I say, we are already Mukta. Who want to be saved? I don't want to be saved. I'm already saved. And I need not be saved. Because if I am sinner, then you save me. They say, you are original sin. Why original sin? This. In no court of law across the world, this will hold. What is that? Adam and Eve were told not to unite, not to beget children. They didn't listen to God. They ate that apple and they began progeny. So it was a sin committed not to listen to God. That sin is a capital punishment. Be a local father. Child doesn't listen, doesn't give sin. Hey, you are a sinner, I'll punish you. You didn't listen to me. So many children, modern children in marriage don't listen. Modern children in going to study, they don't listen. Not that I want to go to US. I want to study in this college. I will not do this. I will do this. What sinner? If he is a father, should forgive. And not to forgive, he should accept limitation. Hello, you mom told children, don't open the fridge and eat the ice cream. They ate. You can't give them punishment. It's okay with their children. They felt like eating and they ate it. What can you do about it? Why did you put them together? First question, mine. Adam and Eve. You should have kept them separate. This issue would not have happened. And then they have committed sin. So since all children are born of Adam and Eve, original father, original mother, they are sinner. Are you born out of parents? Yes, you are sinner. That is the philosophy. And God was so kind. He sent his son, his own son, as though somebody's son is his son, own son, adjective, to save the world. Father and mother committed that mistake. Chalu has. How do you say? Dawood Ibrahim committed very heinous crime. But you cannot arrest his wife here. You cannot arrest his sister. You cannot arrest his brother. Although all money they benefited. He must have distributed that money to the family. But you cannot say Dawood committed crime, so you will be also hanged. How can you say? This is called vicarious liability. That is why Vijay Malaya has run away to London and his son is living here. The empire that Vijay Malaya created, this UB, United Beverages, UB, United Beverages, Daru Beta, usne Kingfisher chalu ki. We were coming from Rishikesh. There was no direct flight to Gujarat. Then you have to hop from Delhi. So even Delhi flights were not there. So we drove and that new Terminal 2 was ready. So new airport, those days. I'm talking of some 15, 17 years back. So when we need Ganga Jalam for Shivji here. So we carried 4 cartoons, big water cans. And we entered in the airport and we had some 7, 8 tickets. So the counter girl said, we cannot take this water. And we said, Ganga Jalam, Mataji is very blunt. He said, tell your boss, he is transporting liquor. Thoda punya kamao. He's sending daru here and there. Let them take Ganga Jalam. Some power will be found. She was so shocked. And all of us told, yes, sir, I'm taking it. And they took all the food. Anyway, his crime. You cannot call the son. You cannot put him anything. Can't do. Now, when did Adam committed sin? And what is my link? Trail. You have to find the trail. No, my father and mother, hey father, hey father. Ultimately, I have to reach to Adam. Then you can say, I am a sinner. I don't belong to that lineage. I belong to Rishiputra. We are the sons and daughters of the Rishis. We talk about Govotra. What is that? How do you say, I am a sinner? And then he comes to save. So self-appointed, self-imposed sin on you and self-appointed savior. I don't want to be saved. And so they started. That fellow didn't know where to. Now coming back to this Mumukshutva, let's get back to it. The fellow who wants moksha is very gullible. Why? Doesn't know what will give him moksha. He knows what doesn't give him moksha. The samsara will not give me peace and happiness that I want. But where does it doesn't? So that is like Columbus. Columbus started from Portugal to come to India and landed in America. And then the Americans cold place and then they were fair skinned and it must have been a sunny day. So they look reddish. So he called them to be red Indians. So same thing can happen to a mumukshu. Any guru, any Swami can be taken. I mean that fellow, if any guru or any Swami can take that fellow for ride also. The right is of sadhu bhavas are there, tantrikas are there, and meditators are there, and some chakras are there, special kriya and chakras are all kinds. Especially when I see the Westerners here, Americans or German or French or even this, nowadays a lot of Jewish boys and girls. They really mean business. They have given up their country. They have given up their whole lifestyle and they just don't know where they are going. They are just jumping into dark, into which rough water, clean water, some deep water, they just don't know. They just come and come across some guru and get stuck. They think this is the truth. So it's to have a mokshecha is Ishwar Krupa. But to come to Mahatma, Mahapurusha Samshraya, you come across Samshraya of a Mahapurush. Ashraya means he gives Ashraya. That Mahapurush accepts you as his disciple. That Mahapurush is ready to work on you, ready to teach you, ready to unfold you. And now the question comes, how do I know Mahapurush? Who is Mahapurush? We don't know. How to find Guru? You don't know. So, to find a good professor for teaching, learning maths, whether fellow has PhD in maths, which university, then you have some figure. So to know a good doctor, that he has this society tells he's a good doctor and he has done masters in US and new technology, blah, blah, blah. So you can go to him. But what are the parameters to know the Guru? Oh, he has a big ashram, great Guru, so many followers, many businessmen, many politicians come and go to him. A lot of money moves in Mercedes with 4 assistants. Celebrities come to him. That's not a parameter to judge a Guru. That's a parameter to judge a marketing strategist. Go and learn marketing to him. You cannot do this. He knows great Sanskrit. He can chant and repeat the Shastras. His English is good. That is what happened. That is what in Saurashtra people thought when I came here. When I came here in 85, this Ram Builders, there was one big builder, huge guy. He was known to one of our devotees. He brought him here. It was 1 or 2 years had passed, and then They said that Swamiji is there to meet, and then some connection they brought it. The problem is, I am basically Gujarati medium. I studied in Gujarati till SSC. I learned ABCD in 8th standard. My English was very good. And I worked on it. And then when I finished my study, the 3 years, Swamiji taught only in English. So we talked only in English. So you think only in English. And at Rishikesh also, because I was teaching, so I taught in English. So my thinking was in English. I mean, Gujarati, the flow doesn't come. Like Hindi, maybe I don't have that much flow even today as I can have in English. I get stuck up with the grammar or words and flower. I don't have. Because after becoming Acharya Sabha, I started speaking Hindi and meeting. Speak conversation is one thing. Talking lecture is altogether different thing. So I had trouble in the beginning to take classes in Gujarat. And in 85, Rajkot was Pakka Gujju. There was no English medium school, hardly 1 or 2. Generation was missing. So I was taking English class also. Oh, that was new. That Rambai gave me compliment. I had heard about you. This fellow, 2-3% told me the great Swami has come, who talks English pada pada. Pada means fluently. That's the typical Gujarati expression. Khata khat. Let's la khata khat aa jaye. Khata khat is a better one. Is this a parameter to judge a Swami? If you go to US, the fellow who cleans toilet also speaks pata pata. Doesn't make him a great guru. Bathroom saaf kar raha hai. You can't call him a guru. So what are the parameters? The maximum you can say it. One who is a mukta, Jivan Mukta, and one who can give me Jivan Mukta. But how do you know he is Mukta or not? When he claims that I have seen Bhagavan, I know nothing you can do. You only need a grace. That is where Ishwar Krupa comes, that you get stuck to the right person. Maximum, I have to add nowadays. Those days they knew culture and dharma was life. What one should look for, people don't know. You should look for the guru, or one can be made guru if he or she teaches Shastra. Nothing else. When you go to somebody who is a Hindu spiritual leader, he should confine himself, he or she, to scriptures of Hinduism. Can't do on his own. And the original is Upanishad, Gita, Brahma Sutra, Ityadi, Prasthanatrayi. That's all you can look at it, not anything else. And it is the Guru, thus Mahapurusha Samshraya. Contact me to come under his umbrella. Means you become accepted by teacher. Accepted by teacher means teacher is willing to work. Swamiji was very nicely saying, to work on a live person with all the angularities, all prejudices, all ideas, all psychological issues, and behavioral issues, doesn't know how to conduct themselves. In them, first and the foremost job of the Guru is to ignite moksha, to strengthen the vairagya. There is vairagya, but then it is not thorough, it is not strong. Moksha is also there, but very rudimentary, unclear. So Guru has to keep telling about the dharma, artha, kama, maryada. You have to keep repeating Nachiketa, Navittena, Tarpaniyo, Manushya, Ityadi, all that. And then the vague ideas of moksha should be made clear. And the greatest thing to happen, that spark should happen. You know, it should click. Yes, I have to know. Moksha is to be gained. That is our thinking. Moksha पाना है, दुख में से छूटना है. I have to destroy my ego. That's what they are telling all the time. Ahankar. I have to be free from my ego, etc., etc. They keep talking. You have nothing to be free. You have to know mithyatvam of ego. Nashtamanasotkrushta yogi. Veshahanataha jiveshaha. You have to know that ego is wrong. Falsify the ego. And understand clearly that nothing will cook the goose of ahankara except this gnana. There is no alternative to studying Shastra. That value teacher has to be. Then commitment to study will be. Then real Purushartha will start. The mumukshu should become a jignasu. Gnatamichu. I want to know this. At the exclusion of everything else. So more, as I often say this, you know, when I used to work on for teachers, I used to take a lot of workshops, seminars for teachers. I used to tell this. Modern teacher has a different job. It's not only to teach. Our time teacher had only one job, to teach. And if student doesn't study, there is only one answer. Satya-Asatya, you know, हमारे गुजराती में देखो तो सोटी वागे चम चम विद्या आवे गम. मतलब सोटी पड़े ठटाठट खटाखट ज्ञान आवे खटाखट. ऐसा है. So they only knew only one method. They punish him. There was a fear of the teacher, and you start studying. But now you cannot punish the child. And somebody makes a video, it grows and finish. The media will take care of it. देखो देखो नराधम एक क्रूर महिला उसके दिमाग का बाफला बना दिया कड़ी बना दी दिमाग की बच्चा तो कभी तो उसका दिमाग जाएगा घर में माँ का भी जाता और बाप का भी जाता वही तो है why you to make issue anyway that's how the people make it. So the first job nowadays of a teacher is to understand student that you have to study. You are here to study. And then cultivate interest in the subject and then teach. Similarly, in vague concept of moksha, vague idea of moksha has to be cleared. Not this is moksha, that I have to do. That workaholicness, you know, orientation to do something, to achieve something, and that if not Rajaguna, then Tamoguna. These two, Rajas and Tamas, are the first enemy. Looseness. After some time it does come. Teacher has to keep them alert to the goal. Samshaya is there. May convert this mumukshu into jignasu. That's a clarity. This is what it is. Only knowledge will give me moksha. That Mahapurusha samsaya, when teacher accepts the student, the teacher or a guru, let's use the word guru. Guru would strengthen the vairagya. Many ways, by teaching or by his or her own conduct. The simple guru, living a simple life, living a life of vairagya, should become inspiration, model. Teacher's commitment to teach, commitment to learn also becomes a model. Is I have to learn. That's why there is a prayer, you know, Sahaviryam Karo. Why should teacher do effort? He is already mukta. But at least for the student's sake, he has to be committed to the teachings. And when the person sees the light, That means Mahapurusha Samshaya involves Gurukul Vasa. One has to live with the teacher. One has to do seva in the Guru. One grows by observing the teacher more rather than studying the Shastra. So that Mahapurusha Samshaya. And when you study and when you grow, then you realize, oh my God, I had such a good person. Ashcharyavat pashyati kashchidenam Ashcharyavat vadati. That realization is always late. Like a family. When the children grow, when they become parents, then they realize, my father was right. My mother was so good and kind. They remember after all they did. But at that time, that father's punishment or mother's punishment, it was not acceptable. I know that Darbar hostel here. And then that warden was very strict. So he used to give those special Rajkot pendas to students who didn't study, who would come late. And these are very notorious guys, you know. They had come from some families, but he would not listen to anybody. Some of them are IPS and GPS officers and deputy collectors. And they come and tell me, Swamiji, those days we used to hate. They sometimes felt like ganging up and beating him. After all, Kshatriya blood, you know. But now we realize what he has done, nobody can. I wish he was alive. I would put my son there. So realization comes late. Because unless you see, you don't know what it is worth. And since you have not seen it, you take it casually. So your sincerity is missing. And that person knows this is the rarest thing, the opportunity that fellow has. So he keeps pushing. So that time they feel it is a improper thing the teacher is doing. That's where Shraddha comes. Shraddha is not only on Shastra. Shastra pramanatvam is necessary. But whatever Guru does to me as a person, I accept that. Because ahankara always raises, no, I am right. No, I am good. No, Guruji is little angry. No, that surrender is necessary. So, the Guru converts. There is a whole process. And that is what it means by Mahapurusha Samsara. What Mahapurusha means? Gnani Shrotriya Brahmanishta Acharya, that you can have it only through Ishvara. You don't know. If you look at your whole life, why you are stuck here? So many of our people are gone somewhere else. They just get into and they don't get exposure to Shastra and then all kinds of ideas. We had one Swami who studied the course and then went to Batinda to fight with the terrorists. Moksha ki baat kar yaar. Why you wasted 3 years? You should have gotten into army or police and go with a gun. You should have done that. And then all kinds of concepts people carry. And then the spark doesn't happen. The clarity doesn't come. This is what it is to be done. Not all anything else. But that is just possible anugrah. That every situation is conducive to you, that you can study. External and internal also. The worst enemy here is Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhuhu Atmaiva Ripu. You yourself your enemy. What your mind? Will change the priority. Will justify. This is why. No, I have to do Goseva. Finish. No, I have to do Samaj Seva. Finish. All kinds of ideas. And the tamas and rajas will take over. Guru keeps a watch, keeps a boundary on it, keeps telling the person, samshaya. He accepts him or her as his own. That person doesn't see. Guruji is telling for my hitam, and I have to surrender to him. That ego keeps resisting. Ego keeps justifying. And that's where Krupa comes. That you accept that this is right. There are two quantum jumps, big jump in the path of journey. Moksha. One is conversion from mumukshutvam to jignasa. Fundamental clarity. Whether we achieve the goal or not, but at least this only will do. That much I know. Whether I know now whether Columbus reaches India or not, but he knows I should not go to west, I have to go to east. And my ship went to west. Everybody is a Columbus when they start the spiritual journey. But somebody takes them and then they realize, oh my God, I came the right way. And that time to consistently trust the person who is taking. And that Maya is every moment to me. Maya means ego. Ahankara will keep on resisting. Any amount of resistance to teaching, any amount of resistance to teacher is Maya. You resist. No. Why should you? This is just see as a grace of Ishwar. Ishwar Krupa is manifesting, therefore I am brought here. Now forget it and flow. But fellow will not flow. So quantum jump is, first jump is Jignasutvam, commitment to know, and second jump is Shraddha on a teacher. That whatever cobwebs are there, psychological cobwebs, whatever dark corners are there, whatever limitations are there, whatever improvements are needed in me, teacher knows. And I just surrender to teacher. That's again quantum jump. Mahapurusha samshaya. They may have love and respect, but they just small thing, one incident, all of you know. I told the gentleman, come to Ahmedabad and study. No. I don't want to trouble my son. The son is telling me only, please bring him. He is not living with me. Let me have some time to opportunity to serve. He is living, my father is living with other son, but so bring him here and I am happy to serve him. No, I can't. I don't want trouble to my child. What a Maya. Small thing. I told that guy, you stay in ashram. No. How can I stay in ashram when my son is staying in the same town? How can you not? Listen. Respect is there. Love is there. This is ego. Small thing. But one small notion or strong ideas. No, I should not trouble myself. Trouble you. He has troubled you enough when he was child. And he wants to repay the trouble. I mean, not trouble, but that gratitude. So you give him chance. Give him. I told that gentleman, at least his grandchildren will have grandpa. They never had you. You are staying here and never went to them. Hardly you stayed once or twice with them, and so stay. Let grandchildren enjoy the grandparents. No, I cannot trouble them. Quantum jump to listen to the Guru and do whatever he or she says. Till I discover, but I have that to follow. Pending discovery, and that's where the grace is. And teaching is the greatest grace. See, very peculiar thing. Guru is giving a solution to problem. What's the problem? I am Mahadukhi. What's the problem? I am incomplete. But there is no problem. So Guru has to solve a problem which is not there. And the fellow says it is there. Exactly like rope snake. Oh, this is there. Just keep patient, listen. No, don't be patient. Run. Nothing to be done. It's only a rope. Hold on. Can't hold on. There is a problem here. Outside there is no problem. So there is no real problem. A student thinks there is a real problem, and Guru has to make him see that there is no problem. Very peculiar thing to communicate. And that is why you just need Bhagavan. Puj Swamiji used to say, if in fact that you all stayed here for 2 years, Bhagavan has worked. And not worked, Bhagavan has worked overtime to keep you guys here. Because we were all young studies and all that guy. I mean, educated and some fairly successful in our personal life, and this. You all are here, it is grace. Bhagavan is working overtime. That was very true. It was the only institution which was teaching. And even now, you see that. So many religious institutions are there, but nobody teaches. So many spiritual Swamis are there. Dasana, Mandaleshwar, Mahamandaleshwar. Then now this is what? Jagat Guru. There are so many Jagat Gurus in Gujarat. Half a dozen Jagat Gurus. But Jagat is only one. How come half a dozen Jagat Gurus? And they have built Maharaj and Chhatrachan Maharaj and Chela Chapatas. One fellow I met, last month or so, we had that in slum. Once I went to Ahmedabad and came back. I think sari distribution in slum area, we did some seva. So one Dalit Samaj Jagat Guru came. I had seen him. I have seen him when he began his life. Now he's Jagat Guru. I said, what do you do, boss? He says, I have given sannyasa to so many people. He respects me. The poor fellow respects me very much. He said, I am not a child, and tell me any adesha. I have so many ashrams, so many chelas. They will do anything for you. Your one word, my whole army is at your love. I said, one word is study Shastra. दूसरा कुछ बोलो महाराज जी दूसरा. That is like Dasaratha. Dasaratha telling to Vishwamitra, ask anything you want. Vishwamitra said, give me Rama and Lakshmana. This is very rare. So grace is working overtime. Anyway, Maha Ishvara Krupa alone can bring this, Anyway, look at the next verse. Labdhva kathanchit narajanma durlabham tatrapi pumsvam shruti paradarshanam yasvatma muktyena yateta mudadhihi sahyatmaha swam vinihantya sadgrahat labdha kathanchin narajanma durlabham tatra vipumstvam shruti paradarshanam yastvatma muktyena yateta mudadhihi sahyatmaha swam vinihantya sadgrahat Kathanchit durlabham narajanma labdva. First line, prose order. Somehow, durlabham narajanma labdva. Kathanchit durlabham narajanma labdva. Somehow, durlabham means difficult to obtain, difficult to gain, rare to gain, rare to achieve. What? Narajanma, human birth. Having obtained somehow having obtained the human birth, which is rare to gain. Tatrapi, even there too, in human life, having had the birth is okay, but when you live the life of it, by living as a human being, tatrapi means, by living as a human being, umstvam and Shrutipara darshan. Even there he has many qualities, many virtues, qualities which are necessary for moksha. He has somehow for Purva Janma or whatever reason. In other words, he has a sattvic antakara. And then not only that, Shrutipara darshanam. So he has a mastery over Shruti. Para means mastery darshan. Mastery over Vedas and mantras and all that. Such a person knows Vedas, knows karmas, has the necessary qualifications. Even then, he is a dumb fellow. He is a mood, deluded. Why? Mudaha. Why he is a mudaha? Swatma mukte na yate. When he doesn't pursue for Atma Moksha, doesn't work for self-mukti. He is a mudadihi. And indeed, he is Atmaha. He is killing himself. And he has destroyed himself. Like you say, fellow inherited some 20,000 crores from the father and well-settled business, and in this booming economy, there were opportunities to make it 50,000. And after 10 years, he is reduced to 500 crores. 20,000 brought to 500 crores. Court fined him for, he inherited some 70, 80,000 crores. And fined him 500, he doesn't even find 500 crores. He has to beg from his brother. Means he destroyed himself. Opportunity was there. And rather than exploiting the opportunity for which it was given, he just did the opposite. That is Atma. He has necessary qualification for moksha. He knows Vedas. He is born as a human being. He has a human life and never works for self-knowledge. He has destroyed himself. Vinihanti. And why he does a thing? He says, Asadgraha. He is holding Asad. Asad means unreal, not unreal in the sense of Sadgraha, but is holding to some worthless, holding to something which will never provide him what he wants. Just because of that, like Yamaraja says, we saw that mantra, Nasamparayaf pratibhati balam pramadyantam vitta mohe. Vitta ka delusion of money. I have money, I want more money. If I have money, then I am great. In South, there is a surname, Mr. Money. There are monies, We have better money, money ben. Money ben has a different meaning also. Typical Deshi is called money ben. In her values, in her attitudes, conservative, typical living in the life of 1950s. That's a money ben. Money ben is a special, what you can say, name for very great women. So, that because of infatuation for more money, People do all kinds of papa. They have to pay through their nose in next janmas. That's what Yamaraja is telling. What do I say to these deluded guys? Similarly, this fellow holds on to something which is futile and just waste away the human birth. That is somehow he got it. Labdva kathanchit nara janma durlabham nara janma kathanchit labdva moksharthena kinchit karoti. Doesn't do anything for moksha and goes after this. He's a self-destroyer, self-killer. Let's see that next week. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Dachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha Hari Om